Welcome back, YouTube. I've just finished putting all the batteries in bank 1, so that's 5 kilowatt hours all put in. How does it look? Looks very sexy, if you ask me. Very sexy. So I'll just now while doing so, it's actually been quite good because it's meant that I've been able to notice where haven't done any shrink wrap, so I need to redo that. And there's a couple of shrink wraps that I haven't put on the heater yet, or on the heat gun, so they're not in there correctly. And these last couple down here, I obviously didn't do those either, so I need to fix those up next time I pull the bank out. The last 3 bottom packs are not the 32Ps, they're the 44Ps. The reason is because obviously I didn't have enough of the 2 amp hour cells, so what I've used is the 3 banks, or the 3 different packs from the second bank in this bank to get this one up and going until I get enough cells to be able to completely finish this one here with the 2 amp hours and above. So what I'll do is, obviously, next thing to do would be a test. So I've connected it all up. I'll just put the camera back on the stand. So I've wired in the bottom one there. That just kind of goes into this lead, and it goes all the way up straight into the top of the inverter for the negative. The positive then comes from the top of the inverter up through to the connection block, and then to the circuit breaker, 32 amps, and then to the top of the pack up there. So next thing to do is actually to test the voltage. So I've actually just done that, but I'll just quickly do it again. I haven't turned the inverter on, I haven't gone that far yet. All I've done is stuck a couple of probes on here. So what I'll do is I'll just rest that there. I'll just flick the camera thingy around so I can see what I'm doing. So I've just put the negative in there. The circuit breaker is currently off. It's good that's in frame. If I bring this up, now the last 3 packs aren't fully charged either, but that's okay. We can do a test, we can see if it runs, we can see what the inverter does with 80 something volts. So all the other packs are charged apart from the last 3, so what I'll do is I'll charge those later tonight. I don't really want to wait another day and a half to actually kind of fire this up and just see what happens. So if I touch this on, obviously our thing here, that's nothing because this fuse or the circuit breaker is off. If I touch it to the positive end of the circuit breaker, we have 81.3 volts. The inverter is currently off. There's no AC and there's obviously no DC. So I haven't even turned it on yet. This is just the very first test probe. Let's see how it goes. So the next obvious thing to do is to fire up the inverter and see what happens, see what it does. I hope that it is still on the limiting mode using the CT clamp. What I'll do is I'll do that in the next video. I'll connect the inverter up, do all this, get it set up, and we'll turn it on. Now that we've got 80 something volts, we'll be able to see exactly what this kind of inverter does and how well it performs. So we'll do some tests. It's only going to be kind of tests. I need to tidy things up here, and it's really just to kind of have a bit of a play. So let's have a play.